I do have a question for you, though. You brought this up a couple weeks ago, right when we brought JJ Redick on to the Mavericks, and you briefly mentioned it as far as his role in the team, and I never let that leave my brain. Is there a world that before the season is up that JJ Redick is starting instead of J Rich?
Ooh, it's a good question. I think it's something we really have to get into. I think so. We talked about the Mavericks having some slow starts. If they want to get over that, and you're giving up a lot defensively with Redick, he still has pretty quick feet, and he'll try to be in the right spots. But
he had some rough defensive moments against Memphis.
He is coming back from a heel injury, right? So that's like footwork and all that kind of stuff. So maybe you give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's older, so it's going to take him a little while to come back from stuff like that. But yeah, you are giving up a little bit, but just to get that shooting back, just to get one, it was so refreshing to see him just hit a wide open three the other night.
He hit 3 threes against Memphis. He was 3 of 4 from 3, and it was refreshing.
Even more so, just the wide open ones. It's finally, It felt really good to have somebody that you were confident they were going to hit a three. I actually want to show you this. If you guys are on YouTube, you can see this right now. This is Josh Richardson's game log. Look at this 3-point percentage. He either hits or look at the free throw percentage. This really throws me off sometimes. 5 for 5, 2 for 2, 4 for 4, 0 for 0. His free throw percentage has either been 100% or nothing. It's so strange to me. And this 3-point percentage is the same too. 50%, 50%, 0%, 0%, 80%, 80%, 12%, 16%. He's either feast or famine in the shooting categories. And so this brings me to your JJ Redick point. It would feel really good to have a guy that you were confident in, at least to get your offense like a kickstart, and then maybe bring Richardson in with those second units that he's played with. He's already playing those minutes anyway with Porzingis and Brunson and all them. So I think Carlisle might go that direction at some point. He really likes vets, but they also like Richardson's defense. So I don't know. Richardson's also not finishing games, so yeah, he doesn't start, he doesn't finish, so he just plays the whole middle, right? Is that what they decided to do with him? All right, Isaac Harris. So we're talking about Josh Richardson, talking about JJ Redick. What do you think? Do you think JJ Redick should take Josh Richardson's starting spot, or will at some point?
Yeah, I don't think right now. I think JJ's just not there, but I do think it's worthy of a conversation, especially depending on some matchups, because he does have that definable skill. He has the skill of shooting that we know is so valuable in today's game. And that, yes, you are giving up a ton defensively, but are there some matchups out there that you're saying, okay, we can get away with Dorian and Maxey out there defensively and, put JJ against somebody else, and you have so you're already kind of leaning into the offensive thing anyway. It's not like you're sitting there saying, hey, the starting unit is, a lockdown starting, defensive, starting unit. So I just think that
puts a lot of pressure on Dorian.
It does. It puts a lot of pressure on Dorian, but are there some teams out there that they would entertain it, of saying, looking at what Nick was saying, like, dang, we do get off to some slow starts sometimes. Could we throw JJ in there, a vet in that starting unit, but also a vet that would knock down the three, provide a little bit more spacing that people will have to, that defender for JJ, if that defender's guarding Josh, they're helping off a little bit. They're guarding JJ, they're not helping. And that just creates even more space. So I think we could see it. And I'm not there for it right now because I want JJ to get back in his groove more. I think he only played 13 minutes against Memphis, maybe 15. Let's let JJ get another week or so under his belt. All I'm saying is, by the end of this season, if JJ is starting over Josh Richardson, I'm not surprised.
I honestly think he should start over this next stretch. Just for some of these bad teams the Mavs are about to play, right? Like the Knicks, or I guess not the Knicks, but the Kings, the Pistons, those kind of teams. Like, can the Mavericks get off to a real hot offensive start? You don't need too much defense to beat some of these teams, right? Like, who are the best offensive players on the Pistons right now?
Jeremy Grant.
Right? Is he playing? Killian Hayes has been playing, I guess. They're really excited about Hamidou Diallo. So I think those kind of teams, it would be nice to get off to a really, really hot start and to just kind of put like a 40-point first quarter together, right? I think that would be super exciting for this team, especially over this next stretch.